My name is Savita Pereira. I volunteer at a lot of summer camps, but I've also volunteered at the Rib Fest, the Food Truck Festival, Moonlight Movies, and I've also volunteered here and there in community centers. Volunteering has been a really big experience. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it. I remember when I first came to Canada, I went to summer camps and volunteers really made all the difference. It's such a good thing to have people that are there for you, that care about you, and giving back to the town. It's like you can give that experience to someone else that needs it, and it could really make a big difference in someone's life.
My name is Maxim Kashuba. I've been volunteering at Richville Community Center as a receptionist for 2 years. At Richville Community Center, I work as a reception volunteer, and I sign people in for swimming lessons and do other small tasks that are needed. The best part about being a receptionist is that you get to talk with people that you've never seen before. Big thanks to Richmond Hill for giving me this award, and I really appreciate it.
My name is Charles Chong Kwang Lee. I have been volunteering for the Richmond Hill Community Centers for about 4 years. I volunteer my time to help the Richmond Hill 55+ table tennis program. So my job is to make sure that everything would go smoothly. There would be any problem, I will relay to the center so that we work together to solve the problem. I'm very happy after I moved to Richmond Hill, and there were so many programs, so many services and facilities. I figure that the least I can do in return is to become a volunteer to help, because with all these programs going on, there will be a great demand for a lot of manpower to maintain the programs.
My name is Ed Sackfield. I've been a volunteer since 1952. Got involved as a member of the Richmond Hill Lions Club. The Lions Club, along with other clubs, did all kinds of service work, and we got quite involved.
Ed is a great all-around guy, great volunteer, will help out wherever he can for any association, any committee. He's a member of my Sports Hall of Fame, and we rely on him for a lot of information from the past.
When you help people, children, different organizations, you come back home and you feel very good about yourself. I would just like to say thank you to my wife and family. They were very supportive in my volunteer work, and without them, I could not have done what I have done.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Crizel. I'm a member of the Optimist Club of Richmond Hill. I've been a member for 14 years. The Optimist Club is an international organization that serves the youth and kids of every community in the world. This past year, the Optimist Club hosted the Breakfast with Santa, which is an annual event that we do. And we fed 350 people. We also gave gifts to over 100 children and adults with special needs.
Jennifer's impact on the community shows up in 100 little ways. Take our Breakfast with Santa, for example. She covers the room in decorations. She orders all the food. She takes the names of all the children attending. She makes sure that all the kids with special needs see Santa first. She is the driving force behind our club, and we wouldn't be where we are without her now.
I feel the biggest sense of self-worth when I help other people succeed. The smallest amount of time you can give makes a difference for the community and for you. Get out there and volunteer.
My name is Judy Clement, and I am a member of the St. Vincent de Paul Society. I go out and help the needy in our community by bringing them food relief, fellowship, care, and all other items that might assist them. And I'm very passionate about my work.
Judy is a very caring person. She's the type of person that goes out of her way to give that extra assistance. If someone is in desperate need of something, she will go that extra step over and above what we normally do.
I have enjoyed every minute working with my charity and helping others. I am so grateful for the experience and the impact that it has made on other people's lives.
Hi, my name is Hayden Chung. I am a first-year student at the University of Toronto studying business, I first started getting involved in my community in the town of Richmond about 5 years ago. That's when I first started my youth organization called Youth Nation Alliance. Our short form is YNA. And basically what we do in the town of Richmond Hill and York region now is help connect young people to volunteering opportunities offered by local charities, organizations, and municipalities.
Hayden is so worthy of this award. If you would open the dictionary and look up a volunteer, Hayden's picture would appear. He just means so much to this community. To me personally, we've developed such a great friendship. He's just so wonderful.
I've really been motivated by my parents, and that's why I really want to share a special thanks to Mom and Dad for always teaching me that it's so important to have an open heart, to be there for others, and always have hard work and consistency as my core drivers.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Wilford. I've lived in Richmond Hill for 38 years and volunteered in many areas, such as the Helpmate Community Information and Volunteer Bureau, Richmond Hill Arena Association, Communities in Bloom, and many others. I had great role models. My mom and dad were community volunteers and instilled in me the need to give back. Through volunteering, I've made many lifelong friends. I've learned skills and been able to use skills that I might not have used in my professional life, but have been able to give back in that way.
I have known Elizabeth for over 15 years, and her strength is blending with ease in different communities and ethnic diversity. She has no problem going to a mosque to give a talk or to a temple. This really takes a very special person to invest so much time and effort.
By volunteering, you do make a difference. Whether it's big or small, direct or indirect, you see the results of what you have accomplished.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Butler. I've been a volunteer with the Richmond Hill Historical Society for the past 40+ years. I give my time because I'm passionate about history, and I'm passionate about the history of Richmond Hill, and I feel that that's where I was needed.
I've always admired Cheryl's dedication and hard work that she has put into making people aware of history and heritage in Richmond Hill. She has literally been down on her knees, working underneath restorations and helping archaeological digs. And she is always on hand. If there's something that needs to be said, Cheryl's there and she will say it.
So please volunteer. Get away from the television. Put down your high-tech tools. Come out and volunteer. It's very worthwhile.
My name is Peter DeVita. I've been a volunteer since we moved to the town here back in the 1980s. My wife and I were the coordinators of the Couples Club for over a decade. I was chair of the Welcome Committee, and currently I'm chair of the Property Committee. The volunteering is an expression of our democracy. And the democracy doesn't happen every 4 years at an election. It happens every day as people help each other and build society, build community.
Peter's just a wonderful person. He's a real visionary. He's very practical. Whenever anything needs doing, he just rolls up his sleeves and does it. And there's no fanfare, it just gets done. And there's always something new and exciting when Peter's involved with it.
I was tickled pink to get this award. It was a great surprise. It's fantastic when you're recognized by your peers. This is a very heartwarming thing to happen to you.
My name is Bertha Moll. I have been a volunteer with the Volunteer Association of Mackenzie Health for 45 years. I enjoy volunteering, and I know that by raising funds and giving it to the hospital to buy equipment or to build this new hospital that we are building, that someone someday is going to get help.
Bertha is a worthy recipient of this award because everything that she does, the unwavering way she approaches any problem, any challenge, any task, she encourages, she engages, she does it with humor, and the end result is a richer, better Richmond Hill.
It's important for people to volunteer because there are activities and other things that cannot be done. We need to fill in the gaps and help out.
Hi, I'm Hannah Albert. I'm a 16-year-old activist, motivational speaker, author, and volunteer. I started volunteering in my whole activism when I was 9 years old. I started a blog, callmehannah.ca. It would be not just about the environment, but little things, and that the little things that we all do add up to make a big difference. First thing that I did to take action and to make a difference was a shoreline cleanup. So I went to the trail near Richvale, and I got a few of my friends and my family members, and we got garbage bags and gloves, and we picked up garbage because we knew that this would make the area more beautiful and just cleaner, and that it would also not harm the animals.
From a very early age, Hannah showed me and others in the town of Richmond Hill and really across North America that you're never too young to make a difference. From her shoreline cleanups to writing her first book to traveling across North America, she has absolutely shown that motivation that anybody can make the world a better place.
When you go and you volunteer somewhere, or you do something, or if you stand up for someone, that makes a difference. There are two people that I would definitely want to thank for this award. First, my dad, alongside my mom, of course, and they're just my biggest champions, and they always support me, and at the same time, they keep me grounded. I would also love to thank the town of Richmond Hill. This feels amazing, and I'm just so excited to continue my volunteer work at home and around the world, and I'm so excited to see what's next, so thank you.
Hello, and I am Ernie Polsoni, and I'm involved in volunteer work, the Oak Ridges Knights of Columbus, the Our Lady of the Annunciation Church, and the Retired Teachers of Ontario District 34 in York Region. Been volunteering since I can remember, and I've always had this desire to help others in any way I can and bring people together.
Ernie Polsoni is a very unique individual. I don't know any other person like him. The amount of time he spends on the various charity endeavors is simply amazing. I sometimes jokingly refer to Ernie as the king of Oak Ridges. Much like Al Waxman was the king of Kensington, when you say Ernie, everybody knows who you're talking about.
He is always thinking for others. He's very selfless. Whenever we go to an event, he will be talking about to everyone that he could get in his way. You know, a penny here, a penny there, before you know it, he come up with so many tickets sold. He's always the #1 seller of our events that goes out to the needy, locally, nationally, and abroad.
People I should be thanking the most are those that have been working with me, the ones that really provided the opportunity for me to get this award. It's like when you watch a hockey game or a football game and somebody scores, well, one person gets the glory, in this case it's me, but the people that have helped to score are there, and they're just as valuable.
My name is Kidambi Raj. I've been volunteering for almost close to 30 years. I got involved in the temple called Ganesha Temple or Richmond Hill Hindu Temple. In the temple, I do arrange for classes, take the grade 11 Catholic students. Grade 11 students have a mandatory course on world religion, so I take them around and explain. And the whole idea is just to tell them about diversity.
We all human beings have an instinct to help and to volunteer. However, Kidambi Raj has got a passion and a flair to go and help others. He seeks out opportunities to go and help people voluntarily and be a positive influence in every one of them.
People sometimes tell me when I talk to them, oh, don't worry, I can't do much and it doesn't do anything, the little thing I do. That's where they're mistaken. All little things with, say, hundreds and hundreds of volunteers put together make it worthwhile. And as the saying goes, it is the little drops of water that make the ocean.
Hi, I'm Fergie Reynolds, and I'm the chair of the Richmond Hill Community Food Bank Board of Directors. The mission statement and the goal of the Community Food Bank back in 1985 was simply to provide emergency food relief to those who found themselves in need. That mission statement and that goal exists today and has not changed one bit. Volunteers are important to our organization because they're the backbone of the organization. They're the people who come in every day to ensure that the food is sorted, stored, packaged, and eventually distributed to our client base. Our client base has grown so much so that we are now serving over 1,300 persons per month.
The Richmond Hill Food Bank would not exist without the wonderful volunteers that work there. To all these people, thank you so much for supporting, and you have made an enormous difference to many people.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, our General Manager, and all of our volunteers, I would like to thank Mayor Dave Barrow and the Town of Richmond Hill for considering the Richmond Hill Community Food Bank for this very prestigious award.
My name is Lynn May. I've lived in Richmond Hill for 44 years actually. Brought up all my kids here. When I first joined the Richmond Hill United Church, I was invited to help out with refugee resettlement, and I worked for nearly 20 years settling families from Ethiopia and South America and Afghanistan and Sri Lanka. It was a fabulous experience. I have met so many wonderful people from all over the world, and I see such resilience and courage, and it's inspiring.
There's so many things that Lynn has done, and she does it without fanfare. She never looks for recognition. She's embarrassed by this award, which makes us kind of chuckle. But she's so deserving, and she just brings out the best in everybody because she cares so much.
There's something we speak a lot of in the United Church, and it's called radical hospitality. When I think back over my volunteer work, I think all of it comes under that category. How do we offer radical hospitality? Something that maybe costs us a little bit, and we have to put a lot of effort into, but there's a huge reward. And I think that's what pulls communities together.